Everyone thought that the bull market will continue, but unfortunately, after the UST and Luna crash, it became clear that the bear is out. Now we have Ethereum at $780. We have a good support at this level. The same situation is true for Bitcoin. We are sitting in the deep of a support level at $29,000. And of course, we will not talk about UST and Luna price predictions because, oh my, this entire Terra UST situation deserves a separate episode. Today we will talk about how not to lose your money in the bear market and even how to make profit from it. As a lot of traders like to say, you can earn money in a bull market, but to get rich, you would probably need a bear market. And in most cases, it's true. Same way as a bullish market cannot last forever, the bearish market will end sooner or later. And there are a lot of factors which can be prerequisites for the ending of a trend. Bear market is a normal thing. We have been seeing crypto markets ups and downs for almost a decade, as opposed to the stock exchange market, which tends to constantly rise. To have an only rising market, however, is impossible. At some point, there must be a correction, which comes as the bear market. The bear market we are seeing right now will end, and we will see higher prices for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Keep in mind though that it's very hard to predict when exactly the bear market will end. Most bull markets last longer than bear markets, but how to determine whether the bear market is ending and when the market will get back to its all-time high? No one can give you 100% right answers to these questions. Maybe it will take a couple of months, maybe a couple of years. The most important thing is that you use the power of knowledge, research, and use a dollar cost averaging model when making decisions. First, if you are analyzing the crypto market, try not to concentrate on many other cryptocurrencies rather than Bitcoin and Ethereum. There is only one cryptocurrency, the price of which often determines the price of other coins, which is Bitcoin. And it has always been like this in the crypto space. No matter whether you are a trader or an investor, Bitcoin chart should always be on your radar to monitor it constantly. For me personally, Bitcoin and Ethereum are the two coins which are mandatory for checking every day. And it would be impossible for you to check all those other coins and tokens on the market because there are just too many of them. Time is always limited and you only need to monitor the main markets. Remember, the entire market always follows Bitcoin. Next, let's talk about support and resistance levels. Usually a bear market can get you into a great deep point where you can get a new fresh start to invest into something valuable. You can imagine it as a discount voucher from your grandma as a present. But in this case, your grandma is a bear market. The main thing is that you never know when the dip will end or which dip it will be, but you always know at what price level those dips will be. As for now, we are sitting in a possible support price level for Bitcoin and Ethereum. And if the market will go deeper, it will mean that we would probably need to find the next support level. If you are a trader or an investor, it is very hard to say when the bear market will finish, but the possibility to get right on where the dip would be is much higher. We will not dive into a lot of details about it, but let's talk about one thing called a support level. The terms support and resistance levels should be familiar to you. Usually when the bear market comes, we would probably find out at which price of an asset meets pressure or tend to act like a floor by preventing the price of an asset to drop below this level. It is the place where market participants see value and start to support this level and push prices higher. Third, let's just talk about all this world uncertainty, which can probably be the main decision factor in our crypto investments. We are going through a very complex time. The war between Russia and Ukraine, coronavirus, money supply, US printed trillions of dollars all over the couple of years. The dollar supply is ultimately high. We are facing major inflation. All things are getting more expensive. We are also seeing that the Federal Reserve raised interest by 0.5 percentage point, the biggest hike in 2 decades. We might see more of those interest spikes in the next few years. Overall, there is just too much going on. One thing for sure, the acceptance of the crypto is getting bigger and bigger. Crypto is the right type of asset which will maintain a good value in the future, and probably it can be one of the biggest wealth transfers which we are facing. Remember that there are a lot of people who are using the bear markets to make huge profits. I personally know some really good traders who are constantly waiting for bear market because they usually make more money with it. The most important thing which we can do is to do the right research. Rather than concentrating on short-term trends, try to concentrate on long-term trends. In all short trends, emotions dictate the price. And in long ones, the true value of an asset dictates the price. Gather knowledge and filter 99% of unnecessary information which can influence your decisions. Keep in mind that none of the information provided here is financial advice. Subscribe to this channel for more info. Hope this episode was useful for you. This is your Bunny Money channel. I'm Vlad. See you in my next video.